Hi, I'm Geraldo Alvarez reporting for TV News. Today we have Mr. Kruzik, the instrumental music teacher here at Wells. Mr. Kruzik, how long have you been teaching here at Wells?
Well, I've been in Southbridge School since 1970, which makes this my 29th year.
What types of bands do you have here at Wells?
Well, at Wells we have three bands that meet during the week at school. We have a 6th grade band that meets twice during the 7-day rotation. The 7th grade band and the 8th grade band also meets twice during the 7-day rotation. Each child in our band program receives a small group instruction along with those 2 band rehearsals. So I see my students 3 times in those 7 days.
Are there any after-school bands?
Right, those are my favorite ones. I have a jazz band that meets every week on Thursday after school, and that's open to any boy or girl in the school who would like to learn about jazz. And there's no prerequisites for being in that group. Anybody who wants to come to that, as long as they come to the rehearsals, they're in the group. And the other group that we have is a select band, which we call our wind ensemble, which meets twice a week, once on Tuesday after school and again on Thursday evening from 6:30 to 8. And that's made up of select kids from the 3 levels of bands that we have here during the day, the 6th, 7th, and 8th grade band.
Can you join the band when you enter the junior high?
Sure. I start students each of the 3 years that are here at Wells, 6, 7, 8. It doesn't matter if you played before at West Street School or not. Matter of fact, we even start some kids at Southbridge High. If they're interested, we'd be glad to teach them how to play, as long as they get an instrument, and we help them get those instruments sometimes through a rental program or through their relatives or whatever. But if they're interested, they can certainly join the band when they're here.
Do your students go on to play at the high school after leaving Wells?
Well, most of them do. The shame of it is that we send a lot of students to Bay Path, and Bay Path doesn't have a band over there, so we lose a lot of musicians to Bay Path. But most of the kids who go to Southbridge High do continue with the band. As a matter of fact, some of them continue on in college and become music majors or music teachers. Miss DeLage, who is our band teacher at the West Street School, was a student of mine here at Wells, and she's gone on to be a music teacher, and we're very proud of the fact that we've developed our own music teachers here. So we've had several kids go into music as a career.
How many students are in the junior high band?
Presently we have 49 in the 6th grade, we have 46 in the 7th grade, and 31 in the 8th grade.
What concerts are coming up this year?
Well, just this past Wednesday, we just held our annual winter concert, which featured the 6th, 7th, and 8th grade bands and choruses. And in the springtime, we will be having the all-town music concert, which is called Music in the Round, which features performing groups from all the schools in the Southbridge school system. And after that, we'll have our ensemble concert for the boys and girls who will be competing in New York. The wind ensemble and select chorus competes at New York, up at Lake George, and that's going to be in May. And then at the end of the year, we'll have our annual spring concerts.
Thank you, Mr. Kruzik, for coming. And I'm Geraldo Alvarez reporting for TV News.
Hi, I'm Janessa. The Tip-Off Basketball Classic was held last weekend at Bartlett and Webster. The Wells boys basketball team won both games. On Friday, they beat St. Anne's 37-35, and Saturday they beat Thompson 39-37. Congratulations to the Wells basketball team. The girls team won their game on Friday against St. Anne's 24-18, but lost on Saturday to Thompson. Here's a list of the boys team for the 1998-1999 year. Seth Goudreau, Michael Quigley, Eric Dixon, Derek Thompson, Jamie Pena, Nathan Bousquet, Shane Philo, Ryan Quinn, Nathan Dargy, Glenn Vassar, Joe Lisi, Ismael Ayala, Kyle Graves, Andrew Bashand, George Santiago, Shane Pursuti, and Michael Toll. The captains are Derek Thompson, Nathan Dargy, and Ismael Ayala.
Hi, I'm Caitlin with some news from the 8th grade. Every year during the second quarter of the school year, the 8th graders must begin thinking where they want to go to high school. Their choices are Southbridge High School, Bay Path Vocational Technical High School, or to a private school. Students have the opportunity to tour Southbridge High School in the spring, and usually during the winter months, some of the private schools hold an open house for students and parents to see the school and its operations. Bay Path has a program for 8th graders from this area. 2 weeks ago, representatives of the administration of Bay Path put an assembly on for the 8th graders. This program lasted for approximately 1 hour. Students were given an overview of the 21 programs of study at Bay Path offers. They were shown projects from some of these programs. 2 students from the school also spoke to our students. They gave them a picture of what school at Bay Path is like. Our students at Wells also got the opportunity to visit Bay Path and got to see the various classrooms and work areas. Now these students who are interested need to fill out an application to Bay Path. After the application is processed, they are interviewed by an administrator. After the interview, students are required to take a test. If the interview goes well and the test is passed, the student is accepted. We are now going to hear from 3 students who visited Bay Path: Tony Damaris, Felix Alicia, and Arlise Rivera.
Hi, I'm Tony, and I went to a tour on Bay Path a couple weeks ago, and I thought it was a very nice school. I like the electronics and culinary arts department, and I think for some kids it would be a good choice because you do not have to go. You can go to class for a week straight and then go to shop for a week straight, and I think that's good for some people who get tired of just having classes all the time, and that's what I thought of Bay Path.
Hi, I'm Mira Severa, and after visiting Bay Path, I liked the programs. I liked what they gave, the offers that they gave for my opportunities. The programs that I liked were culinary arts, where you stayed there for 4 years. They had baking and cooking. General marketing, where you got to be in a store and sell things. And office occupation, where you could be a secretary. And the thing I liked about it was the co-op program. And I liked the co-op program because it gave you an opportunity to get a job while you were in school, because Bay Path had a 1-week academic course, and then the other week would be shop. So on that week of shops, you'd go to the job that you are assigned to. But to maintain this job, you had to stay in school and have a very good grade. And I could go working during my sophomore and senior year as long as my grades are up above D average. And I like the school. I like the opportunities they gave me. And I'm thinking of going to Bay Path.
Hi, I'm Felix Alicia, and I also went on a tour to Bay Path. Bay Path, I think, is a very nice school. It is a very big, clean, and overall great school for students who want to take up a trade and not necessarily want to go to college right away. I myself am considering Bay Path. The shops that I like was the electronics and culinary arts. So if you're looking for a trade school, Bay Path is probably the best choice for you. Felix Alicia.
Hi, I'm Sheena Pena. This is the last week of grade 7's White Team Food Drive. The team has collected over 800 food items. As you can see from our candy cane chart, many of our students will be getting hot fudge sundaes at Friendly's and will get a surprise next Wednesday. This drive was organized to replenish the food share pantry in Southbridge. Thank you to all who brought in non-perishable food items. I'm Sheena Pena, reporting for Team Vid News.
Hi, I'm Julie with news from the Southbridge High School Music Department. The Southbridge High School will hold its full winter concert at 7:30 p.m. Monday, December 21st in the Southbridge High School Auditorium. Musical ensembles will include the jazz band and choir, the concert band and choir, as well as other groups. There's a $4 admission. Also, the Southbridge High School Band will be traveling throughout the community to play holiday carols at nursing homes and Harrington Memorial Hospital on Wednesday, December 23rd. In addition, any individual who might like to have music played for a person confined to their home can call the music office at 764-7013 for scheduling. I'm Julie Peliquin reporting for Teen Vid News.
We'll now pause for these public service announcements.
Where's Michael?
National Guard duty.
Ah, bet he's just sandbagging.
I don't think so.
Sure he is. He left us with all the big fires to put out.
Over 52% of our military is made up of the National Guard and Reserve. They serve in times of war and in times of disaster. And the jobs they perform are hard enough, without you making it harder.
Well, let's hope he's ready for some late nights when he gets back.
Please support your employees in the National Guard and Reserve.
"20 kids. For 1 hour a week, you leave your concrete world of flip phones and faxes and talk to 20 kids about how business works. They will question everything, but those 20 kids will talk to 20 more. So by Saturday, what you said on Thursday could be halfway around their world. You get to make a difference. Could just make the rest of your week pretty dull. That's the new JA, teaching kids how business works."
Hi, I'm Felix. Many people think that Hanukkah, the Festival of Lights, is the Jewish Christmas. This is not so. Hanukkah began on Sunday at sundown, December 13th. TV News would like to share with our viewers what Hanukkah really is. Hanukkah is a joyous holiday for the Jewish people, starting on the 25th day of the Hebrew month Kislev, usually about the middle of December. The holiday celebrates a miracle that took place more than 2,000 years ago. Back then, a cruel Syrian Greek king named Antiochus ruled the Jewish homeland of Palestine. Antiochus demanded that the Jews give up their religion and worship Greek gods. Any Jew who disagreed was killed, and to make sure that they would not practice their religion, Antiochus closed the Jewish temple in Jerusalem. Later, he used the temple to honor Greek gods. There were Jews, though, who refused to obey Antiochus. One of them was Mattathias, and he fled to the hills with his 5 sons to escape being killed. Soon more and more Jews joined Mattathias until they had formed a small army. At the head of the army was the son of Mattathias, Judah. Because Judah was so strong and brave, he was nicknamed Maccabee, which means the hammer. After many years of fighting, Judah's army defeated the forces of King Antiochus. The Jewish people returned to Jerusalem free of worship and practiced their religion as they pleased. But first they had to cleanse the temple to make it holy once again after it had been used by Antiochus. They wanted to rededicate the temple to the God. The word Hanukkah means dedication in Hebrew. To make the temple holy, they planned to keep an eternal light burning, but the Jews had only enough oil to keep the flame alive for one night. Somehow the oil burned for 8 days instead of just one. And that is the miracle that Hanukkah celebrates. But Hanukkah also celebrates the determination of a people to defend their right to worship as their conscience tells them. I'm Felix Licia reporting for Teen Vid News.
Hanukkah is a happy holiday for the Jewish people, filled with songs and laughter and the flickering of candles. The holiday celebration begins at sundown. Families gather together to light the first candle of the 9-branch candlestick called a menorah. The menorah stands for light, truth, and liberty. Every night of Hanukkah, Jews light one additional candle until all are burning. 8 of the candles represent the 8 days that the light miraculously burned in the ancient temple. The 9th candle is called the Shamash. It is the servant candle used to light all the others. In the United States, Hanukkah is often a time for giving gifts. Some families give gifts each night of Hanukkah as another candle is lighted on the menorah. Children eagerly await their Hanukkah gilt, coins made of chocolate and wrapped with gold foil. At Hanukkah parties, children enjoy special food called potato latkes, also known as pancakes, sprinkled with sugar or smothered in applesauce, and they play the dreidel game. A dreidel is a square spinning top stamped with the Hebrew letters Nun, Gimel, I, and Shin. The letters stand for the Hebrew words Nes, Gadol, Ayah, Shem, which mean a great miracle happened there. According to tradition, dreidel playing began when King Antiochus wouldn't allow the Jews to study the Torah, the first 5 books of the Bible. Young Jewish boys would meet in groups to memorize the Torah. But when Antiochus, the soldiers would come by, the boys would pretend to be playing a game with a spinning top, the dreidel, and the soldiers would not bother them. In Israel, children do not receive presents at Hanukkah, but it's still a festive time in Israel. The country celebrates with a special relay race, starting where Mattathias and Judah began their fight against King Antiochus. During the race, runners pass a flame and torch that represents freedom. The relay race continues through 35 towns or more until the last runner sprints into Tel Aviv. Tel Aviv is called the City of Lights during Hanukkah. Every light in every building and home is left on during the holiday. The President of Israel uses the relay race torch to light a gigantic menorah. Children march through the streets carrying lamps or candlesticks, and large menorahs shine brightly atop government buildings to sign the holiday.
Hi, I'm Tony with some news about an essay contest. The Youth Involvement Committee of the Massachusetts Credit Union League is pleased to announce the 1998 Student Essay Contest. A total of 8 top-winning students will be chosen, which will include a grand prize winner and 7 runners-up. The league plans to have an award ceremony at the State House in Boston to honor the contest winners. This year's contest, students are asked to write an essay that describes what changes they believe the new millennium will bring and how these changes will affect their lives under the title, The New Millennium. Rules and procedures for the essay contest are: only students currently in 7th and 8th grades will be eligible. Students must be Massachusetts residents, and the schools they're at must be located in Massachusetts. Student must be sponsored by a member credit union with good standing with the league. The Stockbridge Credit Union will be your sponsor. All essays must be handwritten by the student. Essays should be no more than 250 words. Only 1 essay per student must be submitted. Each student may be sponsored by only 1 credit union. Each essay should include the student's name, grade level, home address, school name, teacher's name, principal's name, and the sponsoring credit union. A standard essay form has been provided. Essays will be judged on the following criteria: originality, content, neatness, grammar, and spelling. Deadline for the submissions to the Stockbridge Credit Union is Wednesday, January 6, 1999. There will be 8 top winners for the following awards. First prize, a $500 U.S. savings bond. 7 finalists, $100 U.S. savings bonds for each. Honorable mention, exact number to be decided at a later date, 500 U.S. savings bonds. Winners will be announced in late January and will be contacted by the Stockbridge Credit Union. The award ceremony at the State House will be scheduled for mid-February. And here is the sheet that you have to write it on. I'm Tony Damaris reporting for Teen Vid News.
Hi, I'm Pedro. The Southbridge Optimist Club is once again sponsoring its annual essay contest. This year's topic is If I Could Give Freedom Away. This contest is open to high school students in grades 10 through 12. The length of the essay is between 400 and 500 words. Students have an opportunity to win a $5,000 college scholarship. The contest will be judged by faculty members of the Southbridge schools. The deadline for entries is January 11th, 1999. I'm Pedro Aponte reporting for Teen Vid News.
Hi, I'm Miranda. The next Cops and Kids dance will be this Friday, December 18th from 7 p.m. to 10:45 p.m. at the Knights of Columbus. Admission is $2. There will be dancing to DJ music and refreshments will be sold. Only students in grades 6 through 12 will be allowed to enter. I'm Miranda Bowles reporting for Teen Vid News.
Hi, I'm Robert. The 1999-99 winter sports season is underway at Southbridge High. The varsity boys consist of 12 players. Number 10, junior, Jose Rodriguez. Number 12, sophomore, Alan Reed. Number 15, senior, Eddie Beauchamp. Number 20, senior, Adam Travinsky. Number 23, senior, Jesse Pluff. Number 25, junior, Abel Carmona. Number 30, senior, Matt Staffieri. Number 33, senior, John Jimenez. Number 35, senior, John Canoyer. Number 42, senior, Justin Canoyer. Number 44, junior, Angel Rodriguez. And number 45, junior, Reggie Devon. The captains are Eddie Beauchamp, Adam Travinsky, and Angel Rodriguez. Head coach is Gino Manzi. And now is the roster of the 1998-99 varsity girls, coached by Liz Monaco. Number 10, senior, Mary Bonasaison. Number 11, sophomore, Mali Bonasaison. Number 12, senior, Stephanie Lewis. Number 14, freshman, Jessica Lisi. Number 15, sophomore, Liz Ortiz. Number 20, freshman, Lizandra Velez. Number 21, freshman, Diana Dingy. Number 22, junior, Teresa Demers. Number 23, sophomore, Cheryl Belanger. Number 24, junior, Tayani Beauchamp. Number 25, senior, Lauren McGlarvey. Number 30, senior, Lauren Trifoni. And number 31, freshman, Grace Rodriguez. I'm Robert Dunphy reporting for Teen Vin News.
Get help with homework. Big Y's one-on-one free homework assistance service is available for students in kindergarten through grades 12. Get help from certified teachers. Call toll-free Monday through Thursday 4 through 7 p.m. It's also available by TDD. Call 1-800-866-BIG-Y. Remember, the homework helpline is free. The number is toll-free at 1-800-866-BIG-Y.
Here now are some of the games of interest for the 1998-1999 Southbridge High School upcoming basketball season. In boys, December 30th, 7 p.m. Pioneers at the Auburn Rockets. Last year, Southbridge lost 62-61 in a tournament game at WPI, and Southbridge wants revenge. January 4th, 7 p.m. Southbridge High School travels to Webster for a battle with arch rival Bartlett. January 9th, 7 p.m. Rick Hasadorian and the Northbridge Rams come to Southbridge for a monster matchup. January 12th, 7 p.m. SHS hits the road to play the arch rival Shepherd Hill. January 15th, 7 p.m. Manzi's boys continue the road trip at Tantascwa. January 25th, 7 p.m. Southbridge hosts Bartlett. January 29th, 7 p.m. Southbridge travels to Hasadorian's court for a battle at the bridges, Southbridge and Northbridge. February 2nd, 7 p.m. Pioneers host their rival Shepherd Hill Rams. February 5th, 7 p.m. Tantascwa travels to Southbridge for a second matchup of the rivals. February 8th, 7 p.m. Final game of the year, Southbridge hosting Uxbridge. In girls, December 30th, 4:30 p.m. Auburn's varsity girls come to Southbridge. January 4th, 4:30 p.m. Southbridge High School hosts Bartlett. January 12th, 4:30 p.m. Shepherd Hill Rams travel to Southbridge High. January 15th, 4:30. Another SHS rival comes to Southbridge as the Pioneers host Tantascwa. January 24th, 4:30 p.m. The Pioneers go to Webster to face the Bartlett Indians. February 2nd, 4:30 p.m. Southbridge is away and battles the Rams from Shepherd Hill. February 4th, 7 p.m. Tantascwa Warriors host the Pioneers in the continuation of this rivalry. And February 9th, 4:30 p.m. Southbridge caps off the year with a game in Uxbridge.
Here's my nephew Scruff, about to run into trouble again.
Hey, Bobo, where's your video game? In here. Well, look at this. Uh-oh. It's my dad's. I want to hold it. What'll I do?
If you get my new comic activity book, More Adventures with Scruff, you'll find out what you can do about bullies and guns. And you'll see lots of games.
Cool.
For your free copy of my new comic activity book, just write Scruff McGruff, Chicago, Illinois, 60652, and help take a bite out of crime.
I want it. I want it.
Don't you love that safe, free feeling you get in a pickup truck, Larry?
Yeah, nothing but you, me, the open road, a deer.
Yeah! A cow! Yeah! An ostrich! The village people! The village people?
You could learn a lot from a dummy. Buckle your safety belt.
Especially in pickup trucks.
I didn't know the village people were doing a road tour.
And unlike the world of past, our kids grow up too fast. So what they see in store is the threats of bombs and war. And the deadly game they're taught is that happiness is bought. So the children of today haven't time for child's play. They feel they're all alone and even strangers in their home. So they hide the pain and tears, they destroy the youthful years by giving up on love and hugs and escaping in